feel a little bit better. Honestly, I'm on the verge of taking you guys and going and invading Birmingham. We're going to take it, alright? You are gathered here today as the 300...
Okay, get ready. It is obstacle race time. This was the Spartan Beast in the West Midlands. 10 kilometres, 25 obstacles, and we've got Spartan Phil here doing the rousing, testosterone-inducing introduction.
Are you ready to race? Then on my mark in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is walk you through, or talk you through, all of the obstacles. Maybe you are a new Spartan racer or interested, or maybe a seasoned veteran. Either way, hopefully there'll be something of value. So a fairly standard Spartan opening with some 4-foot walls. That was really closely followed by another 4-foot wall in the over, under, and then through. All fairly straightforward stuff to begin with. And as is always the case with Spartan races, it began to go uphill fairly soon. Here we've got the cargo net. This was fairly straightforward. Managed to get up and over with no real bother. And then we moved on to 6-foot walls. I managed to get over these a lot better than I did the very first time I did a Spartan race, and that was by planting my foot onto the wall and then using that as a lever to get up and over, rather than trying to rely on my fairly minimal upper body strength. Barbed wire crawl, or roll in this case, and I messed this up, hit my head on the barbed wire, and then got a little bit dizzy actually from all of the rolling. So not sure if that technique is completely recommended. Again, nice and simple one here, which is the A-frame. No real issues going up this. You've just got to be careful with your footing on the way down. You don't want to slip and catch an ankle. So just take it easy. And here we've got the first of the hanging obstacles. We've got the rings. These were okay, but they were a bit slippy. And it was a little bit tricky because the proximity of the people next to you, they were really close. And you'll see a guy fly up on my left hand side in a moment. He gave me a nice little bump as he went past, not on purpose, but threw me off a little bit just towards the end. Here he goes. Whee. But through that one, no problems at all. And early doors on the rope. Now I failed this when I did my first Spartan race, which was Spartan Beast, and it came right at the end of the race. So I didn't go into this overly optimistic, but it was early on, so I just took my time, got my legs set up, used the technique where you wrap your foot around and stand on it then to try and minimise the amount of upper body strength you need to use. Managed to get into a nice rhythm and touch the bell. So that was a big confidence boost. And then onto the next obstacle, which I failed in my very first Spartan race, and that is the hoist. I couldn't lift it off the ground, but this time
it's lighter than a pump.
It went straight up. It felt very light, very easy. So it was absolutely no issue at all completing this obstacle.
Full control of the bag, no dropping at any point.
Now when you get it to the top, you cannot just let it go, you've got to lower it down nice and gradually.
Okay, I don't know how many obstacles down, but that was the rings and the rope climb and the hoist. Rope climb and hoist I failed in the Spartan Beast, and I'm so pleased I did it today. Might be because it's quite early on in the course, we're only 2.5k in, but it's good, it's a good confidence boost. Right, on to the next one.
Okay, some fairly straightforward stuff here. This is a sandbag carry. So just get the sandbag on your shoulder. You don't want to carry it down by your waist and use your arms to carry it. Make sure those legs are doing the work. It's fairly straightforward. Drop it in. And then onto the fairly standard monkey bars. So just get myself set. Just took my time. Now, as I'm making my way across these, if you are new to this channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps get these videos out to more people. And it'd be great to have you as part of the community. Leave a comment below. Through that one nice and easy. Don't think that comment was aimed at me. And then onto the inverted wall. Again, this is actually not that bad. I think because of the way the bars are set, it's quite easy to climb your way up. The tricky thing is just levering yourself up and over the top. But you get your chest over, just roll your leg over, and don't be afraid to drop from the bottom rung of the ladder. It's not as far as you think it is.
That's never happened before. I think doing the hoist, I've sat on both gels, both of them are popped, so I've got no nutrition. So I'm completely reliant on whatever, if anything, is out on the course. We're just coming up to about halfway in about 40 minutes, so could be a long 45, I can't even talk, could be a long 45 minutes.
Okay, Stairway to Sparta. Again, like the 6-foot wall, just plant a good strong foot on that wall and pull, and you'll get up and over that no problem at all. And it's fairly straightforward once you are on to the ladder. And make sure you stay to the end of this video because you want to see the last couple of obstacles, particularly the rolling mud. That was something I have not experienced before and did not expect. Okay, now onto Twister. Now this came up in Spartan Beast and I heard a lot of people say just how difficult it was. I didn't think about it too much and I managed to complete it. So I kind of went into this feeling quietly confident. Nearly lost my hand on the first couple of grips. But got into a nice steady rhythm and actually felt okay, this is feeling alright. I should be okay here. Got myself onto the next section. And then I don't know why, but I started to skip.
No!
And do every other one, and I think that's what caused me to fail. So, 30 burpees on that one. Panic about the food is over. They have jelly beans. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. Another monkey bar obstacle. These ones, you've got one that spins and rotates, and one that is static. The static one is a little bit higher though than the spinning one, so that can just throw you off a little bit. Just get the arms nice and strong, get a good swing, and it's fairly straightforward. Jelly beans are kicking in as well at this point, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Alright, a bit more running and then on to the plate drag. Nothing too difficult about this one, just got to drag it all the way across. And then grab the handle and put it back into its starting position. And then after this we have got the bucket carry, so you've got a bucket full of concrete and stones or whatever. But again, like the sandbag, you want to get this up and onto your shoulders as best you can and let your legs do the carrying, not your arms. And It was fairly straightforward. Buck it down. That man thinks he's bowling. This is the Atlas stone. So technique on this one, just to try and roll it up onto your knees, then onto your chest, and then onto your shoulder. Which of course you can't see me doing, but that is what I'm doing.
Roll away.
Drop it down.
Oh. What are you doing?
And then we're into the final few obstacles. So here we've got the Z wall. Now this looks really easy, you know, you've got really chunky hand grips, so really nothing should go wrong, but actually I didn't feel brilliant doing this one and probably felt close to coming off a couple of times. I was really worried about missing my footing and just stepping down without realising it, so I had to really concentrate to get this one finished and not get a penalty.
I'm just getting rid of the bag, I don't want to.
And here we've got the rolling mud. So this was pretty, well, actually pretty nice because it was a hot day. It was about 31 degrees at this point. So getting into this mud bath, cold as it was, felt good. But I was not expecting it to be this deep, or for the mud to be that big and craggy and sticky.
You have got to be kidding.
Unlike the lady ahead of me, I wasn't too worried about the nails, so I was quite happy just to get my hand in and try and pull myself up. And it was really thoughtful of the organisers to throw in a slide as well.
You okay?
Made for a humorous end to the race.
I don't want to get it in my nails.
Whoa!
So the final rolling hill is complete.
Jesus!
Just got to struggle out the other side, and then notice the slip wall up ahead, right off the mud, so living up to its name of being very slippy. And not just that, you'll see it in a moment, but it's not on even ground, so it is rolling downhill as well, to the left, which just made that even more tricky. So the tactic with this was looking at the right hand side. Didn't seem as muddy, so I started off by trying to go over there, but it was still pretty slippy because of obviously my shoes. So then just leaning back and just trying to be as kind of horizontal to the wall as I could meant that it was a lot easier to get up. And once I was at the top, just trying to grip onto the bars and not slip back, and then make my way down.
Sorry. Go on the right. Hit the right hand side. There's more grip. I promise. There we go, grab that one.
Okay, into the final few obstacles now. So we've got the spear throw. Now I was terrible at this in my first Spartan race. Hadn't done any practicing, so didn't want to overthink it too much. Just pick the spear up and just try and launch it with a bit more force this time. At least get it close to the target. Which I did, but it didn't stick. So that was annoying. And penalty burpees.
Oh, it's a burpee, he's not a loop.
Another water obstacle. This is the Lunk Tank. Very straightforward. Opposite in. And under. And then one final inverted wall. Which again was a fairly straightforward one to climb over, but a little bit slippy at this stage. And then over the fire pit and across the finish line. So there we go, guys, that is the Spartan Race in the West Midlands. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, really appreciate it. And please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more content, running related, obstacle course related, and everything else in between. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video.